everyone and welcome to another video. Today's video I am talking about completed series. There is nothing better than finishing a series, completing a storyline and having the books on your shelves and just looking at them and being proudful that you have managed to read a whole series and complete it and it's done and you can now move on to other series. Now I want to talk to you about some book series that I've recently read, finished, and also not recently as well. Just book series that I'm either proud of finishing or got excited about finishing or I'm sad that it's finished. So let's go. Starting off with a recent one, this is the book 1 to 3 in the Gardella Vampire Hunter series. And this is by Colleen Gleeson. Now, what I really love about these books is that the series is also extended. It follows vampire hunters in this historical fiction setting. Basically, it's like if City of Bones was just between vampire hunters and vampires, but it was set in the kind of Infernal Devices era in the sense that you have like, it's set in like old-time London and old-time Rome, then this book you would love. It's a romantic, it's a sophisticated setting, and I really thoroughly enjoyed reading Colleen Gleeson's work. Now, Colleen Gleeson is really well known for the Clockwork Scarab, I think. It's the book which I was introduced to her through, and I've had the pleasure of reading this series over the past year, actually, and I managed to complete it this month, which is really fitting because I was working with Colleen and she said to me that she's going to create a box set for Kindle with book 1 to 3. So literally this month only, you can get book 1 to 3 in a box set on Kindle for like a really ridiculously reduced price. So if that interests you, I will leave the necessary links down below for you to check it out. But if you like books that are very supernatural at heart, but with some fantastic romantic elements to it as well as depth, detailed setting, then you will really love this. This book is very much fast-paced and very much has lots of things happening. There is always something around the corner is what I kind of got the vibe from. And just to say what my favourite book of the trilogy was, I'm definitely going to have to say book 2. I really enjoyed book 1, The Rest Falls Away, and book 3, The Bleeding Dusk, but Rises the Night really kind of took my breath away. I loved the new setting in Rome and it was just fantastic. It just was fantastic, and I'm actually going to Rome, so fitting. So yes, this is a series that I'm really glad that I have completed. Next, I am talking about the Infernal Devices series, of course, and the reason why I am sharing this book out of the series is because Clockwork Princess is my favourite. Now, this obviously is the Infernal Devices, the spin-off series to the City of Bones. It's a prequel story, so to say, and it follows Tessa, Jem and Will, and it very much is very City of Bones in the element that it has the demons and the humans and the shadow hunters and the mundanes and all that good stuff. But in this book you also have like robotics and steampunk elements, which I really enjoyed. But yes, I loved the first one for sure. I read this one in one sitting, like I do with most of Cassandra Clare's books. So yeah, I'm going to share this one because this is the one I like the most. So the next series I'm going to be talking about is this one here, Dawn Trilogy by Comali de Silva. Now this book is a paranormal romance, deliciousness. Like, this book is so romantic. It is literally about a girl falling in love, which I love, but then also you have these kind of angelic elements to it. Now I'm sharing the first book because I by far love the first book, just like the Infernal Devices the most. This one just kind of blew me away, took me on a journey. What I really like about paranormal reads is I feel like they are slightly connected to real world, so you can relate to them, but you have these elements of magic or mystery, and in this one it is filled with that. What this story is a budding relationship throughout the whole trilogy, and watching our main character fall in love with this boy, not knowing if she can trust him, and then trusting him, and then getting entered into this world which she never knew existed, was really refreshing to read. And I actually really loved the innocence of Dawn and her ability to fall in love. I thought it was just great, and it really reflects on the author fantastically. Comali de Silva is a very loving person. She's brilliant on social media, and it really excites me seeing her interact and also write, and I'm actually really looking forward to Comali to see what you're gonna write next. Like, I know this Dawn trilogy is finished now, but what's next for you? Mermaids? I don't know, like I see you writing something amazing, so I can't wait to read it. But yes, the Dawn trilogy, fantastic. I'm so glad to finally have the books. I'm still waiting for my 2 physical copies to arrive because I ordered them on the American site, but they're on the way, but I managed to obviously easily download them on Kindle, so I do recommend you guys either go get a paperback or read on Kindle. The next series I'm talking about, of course, is The Hunger Games, and my favourite one is Catching Fire. I loved Catching Fire. Hunger Games, obviously amazing. Catching Fire, oh my god, blew me the F away. Mockingjay, not so good for me, but I really loved The Hunger Games. I thought it was a brilliant series in a whole, although the last one did let it down, but 2 out of 3 books is pretty good. Now, Catching Fire by far is my favourite. Obviously, everybody knows what The Hunger Games is. I'm not going to go into talking about the premise of this story, but just know this is the epitome and the heart of dystopian books. Like, if you go under dystopian in the dictionary, Hunger Games should be in it. And last but not least, I'm going to show all 3 books because I am really proud of finishing this book due to the size, but I am going to be talking about the Engelfuss trilogy. Oh, sorry. These books are so goddamn huge. We have obviously The Circle, then The Fire and The Key. This is a Swedish translation, I think. I know it definitely is a translation, I just don't know where it's from. Yeah, it's a Swedish translation. And it is about these kids in a school in Sweden who turn out to be witches, and there's like, they have these powers that they're learning to control, but then there's like friendships and everyone has their own story arc, and there's diversity and there's lots of different social issues that are brought up, and it was just such a phenomenal series. I can't believe I read this in one day. This book might be one of the biggest books I've ever read. It is 846 pages. I read it in one sitting. Well, not one sitting, like I stood up a little bit and went out to eat, but I did read this in one day. So I'm actually going to say The Key is my favourite just for wrapping up the trilogy. So yeah, they are some of the series which I finished that I'm really proud of finishing. Definitely go check out all the books. I will link all the Goodreads pages down below and any necessary links that I have mentioned throughout the video. Thanks so much for watching. What I'd love you to do is give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If this video gets to 300 thumbs up, I will definitely film another one highlighting some other series I've read. And also comment down below with one series that you have read and you're really proud of finishing. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye!